You're watching Retro Cranbrook.
For Don and Betty Michalsky, their work of fixing 911 wasn't finished. But for today, we're going to drop into the Michalsky residence to join in on the celebration of life for Tammy. The song contest winner will be announced, fun will be had by all, and at the end of this episode, a music video of a song written in 2008 and unheard until now. What Went Wrong, 911 and the Loss of Tammy Ellis, Part 6, starts now.
Dad, please bring 911 back here.
Did you hear about Tammy? How she was shot down in her prime. She needed help and in a hurry. They didn't get to her on time because there's too many people on the line. Too many people on the line. When they made the call, got no one at all. Too many people on the line. They needed someone who could help her. They needed someone right away, instead of someone who could help her. They only heard somebody say that there's too many people on the line. Too many people on the line. When they made their call, got no one at all. Too many people on the line. They've had some trouble with that number. When you're dialing 911, you know you shouldn't have to wonder if you're gonna get someone, because there's too many people on the line. Too many people on that line. When they made their call, got no one at all. Too many people on the line.
It's a day to remember that Tammy's not totally gone, and we still have the hope of 911 improving, even though I haven't seen a whole lot of that happening yet. And just to remember that there was a life lost that should never have happened, and hopefully justice will be served.
Well, the day, I mean, it couldn't be a better day for the commemoration of an awful event. I'm here in support of Don and his family and in memory of Tammy, and certainly I'm in support of what they're trying to do as far as correcting, repairing the 911 system.
Well, the first thing that's happened is I just had to thank everybody for all of the help that I got from 20,000 people. I mean, these people have been fantastic. I've got signatures coming out, they're still coming in every day. So I wanted to thank everybody personally, and then I wanted to put my daughter to rest.
This day is just fabulous. I'm really glad I came. I told Dawn and Betty there's no way that I would miss this day. You know, you plan it and I'll be there. I'm totally in support 100% for his cause. I think what he's trying to do is just fabulous, you know, and he can't bring his daughter back, but he can certainly make changes that are going to save lives.
Well, folks, I really want to thank all of you very, very much out of my heart and my wife for all the support and the signatures that you guys have given me. It's got to be 20,000 or more and growing. You won't believe what's happened since I started this and my daughter's death. I was shocked yesterday when I went into Tim Hortons, and I'm counting all the girls behind the counter trying to give us a cup of coffee and donut. 9 of them were there, and I'm waiting in line up, and when I come up there, this girl come up to me and she said, you know what? She said, your daughter saved my daughter's life. And I said, I don't know how you figure that. I said, she's dead. And she said, you know, it was because of your daughter's death that I went and picked my daughter up with my son and put her in the car and took her directly to the hospital. And she's alive now, she said. So it just gave me shivers of what she said to me. And it's given me more strength, and they're asking me now to fight for the community and bring 911 back here for you, that it doesn't happen to anybody. And I don't want anybody to go through the misery, and it's not working there. It's been gone for over 4 years. There's still problems. They're having problems in Kimberley all over the place. So what I want to do is put my daughter to rest today. It's been a long time since her death, and I want to do that, and I want to thank everybody over and over, everybody. I got 20,000 people to thank, and people are saying, boy, you got 20,000 people working for you, and more than Bill Gates. And I said, yeah. I said, geez, I hope I don't have to pay them. I said, but I don't. You guys have just been fantastic. So what I've done is I wrote a song, 2 songs. It's on Tammy 911, but this last one I wrote, and I wanted everybody to understand that it could happen to you, any one of you. And so I wrote this song, and I got Gord to put it on the internet, and he's done that. And it's been you people that are going to be picking the winner for this song. And these people have really went out with their hearts and soul to write it too. I wrote it, but they had to put the music and everything to it. So today they're going to pick the winner. So I'm going to put you over to Gordy here, and he's going to go onto the internet. He's already got it. He won't tell me the winner, so he's going to go on there and he'll let you know who the winner was on this. And the winner will win a guitar. They'll go all around the world on Tammy 911. Just Music will cut tapes for them, and the radio station said that they will play the song on the radio. So good luck, and Gord, do you want to do the rest? Sure. He's got all the stuff.
I've done my best to not be anything but behind the scenes, but today I kind of have to break my own rules. Okay, so we got 7 really strong submissions, which is not bad considering what a difficult task it is to write a song to support this project. 6 of them were usable. One of the first ones we had submitted had nothing to do with us whatsoever. They're great music, but had nothing to do with the project. So that one got disqualified. Of the 6 submissions, they were all 6 really, really great songs. Some of the recordings were better than others. 2 of the songwriters were not singers, so they had children sing them, which is fine, got the point across. The 3 songs that we decided on, the first was Jim Marshall from Kimberley, a song called On the Line. Jim couldn't be here today. He didn't expect to win, so he went to the coast. Some optimism there. Michelle St. Jean, right here, with one last request, and it was the last submission after the date, after the end date. So she made it just under the wire as far as putting it on the website was concerned. Jayme Knyx from, where are you from? Sunset Prairie, BC. Woohoo! Way up there somewhere. It's ways north. Heard about the project and wanted to help out and get on board, and been in constant contact with them. And Jamie's doing his first album right now, and if his submission is any indication, it's going to be a great CD. Now, with the voting. Voting started at Monday night at 8 p.m. And by Tuesday night at 8 p.m., we had the majority of the votes. Friday night at 8 p.m., the voting closed. Now, what I did to try and defeat people from being able to continually go vote, 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 is I put a 3-hour delay in between the times that each computer or router, if there's computers behind a router, each IP addresses are assigned to each routers or computers that are individually connected to the internet. I made it so that only once every 3 hours they could vote. Somebody found a way around that. And I can tell you they were on a TELUS DSL connection in Grand Prairie, Alberta. They voted in the first 48 hours 235 times for the same person, which I consider astounding. I have theories about how they did it, but out of fairness, what I did was I divided the voting into two ways of viewing it. One was all of the votes and totaling per person. The other was 1 vote per IP address, to simplify so that duplicates would not be counted. Either way, the winner was the same. So, thank you to everybody who submitted songs. The winner of the Tammy911.com song contest is Michelle St. Jean. Michelle received 83% of the votes with the duplicates and 54 without. So, Michelle, gonna have you up here to do your song. Jamie's gonna do one, and Jamie offered to play some more, so we're gonna let him.
All right.
And Betty requested that I do the song that Don and I did, so I will grudgingly be trying to get through that for you. In the meantime, I guess the pig is coming. I got involved in this by request of a friend to build a website. And in February, I was given lyrics to write a song. In March, I recorded the song. The day that I finished it was the day that I met Don and Betty Michalsky. I always said Michalsky. I never got this Michalsky thing. It's the key thing, right? Yeah.
Your house, my house key.
There you go. So, and then in March, when the person who asked me to build the website left the area, I was left in charge of it, and that's when I really got involved. And, Don and I have talked a lot about everything that's happened, and with Mike Turner so graciously giving copies of all the videos associated with the news events and everything to the website, I've had a chance to review everything many, many times. And 911 is a problem everywhere. No doubt about it. And we've done what we can on the website to try to remedy that as best we can. The call center has responded. Is it satisfactory? Time will tell. But we're embarking on a new venture. Hopefully, September 30th, there'll be a new website launching called fix911.ca. It will be Canada's 911 repair center. It'll be to improve 911 service for all Canadians. Although there will be a section of the website focusing on the East Cooney and the Kelowna OCC, it'll also be by province across Canada. And the whole point behind this is to get people involved, because that's the one thing that we've had trouble doing, is getting people really involved. People are willing to sign the signatures for the petitions, but their comments seem to be generalized as, great job, Don, keep going, I'll be over here if you need me. And I understand that, but we really need to get people to willing to go out on a limb and not be anonymous, stick their faces out along with Don's, and make a point and make a stand. And this website will allow people from across Canada to do exactly that. So we're hoping that we can not only correct any problems with the Kelowna call center, but with every call center across Canada. So we welcome your support September 30th. We hope to launch. We welcome any input and suggestions and anybody who wants to come on board to help guide us. Because the more people, the more opinions, the more viewpoints we have, the easier my job is going to be in building it. So keep an eye out. And still nervous? Yeah. Michelle St. Jean.
We know your story one dark December night. A tragedy came to your door, but no one would help. We'll open up our hearts, many lives forever changed. We won't let your story end here. There's one last request, so let's get together. We can make a change. We'll lift up our voices and say we'll learn from yesterday. Can you see the future through the eyes of our children? So stand up and don't let this happen to you. We'll honor your memory with one last request and promise to do get together, we can make a change. We'll lift up our voices and say we'll learn from yesterday. Let's get together, we can make a change. We'll lift up our voices and say yesterday.
Thanks for what you've done. I really appreciate that. And I hope it goes very well. You want to put that back there? Can you still hear me? Yeah! I guess pretty soon the sounds like the pig could be ready there. If I get a wave, yes, he got a wave. So head up there and let's eat that pig up, okay? And then And when that's done, let's finish off the keg. Okay, toodaloo. Yeah, thanks again, Ed.
Okay, Jayme's going to play for you now.
I played hockey with minor hockey for years, and it's kind of ironic when I read the original story and the lyrics. There was a young girl in Rolla, which is a community about 15 minutes outside of where I'm from, and there was some synchronicity there because the lyrics that Gord wrote about a girl hitting her head on the playground really hit home because that had just happened where I live. So I thought I should try to contribute to this cause. I think it's a great thing. I mean, we spend a lot of money on 911 every year, and yeah, it's just a shame, you know? So this is the song I wrote.
Little girl playing in the playground in the sun, running around, nothing holding back her fun. An unforeseen fall in her mama's on the phone. But tell me, what would you do if this happened to you? Reaching out to someone is hard enough. The only thing she was not thinking of is calling out to someone you're not getting through. But tell me, what would you do if this happened to you? Well, how would you feel if your call is not heard? We're calling 911 and they don't hear a word. Well, if you were Tammy, tell me, what would you do? Will you do anything to make sure it was safe for you? Will you do anything? Will you do anything? You do anything? You do anything? One night in December, a friend is in her home, hiding from someone whose anger is not known. He kicked in the front door with a shotgun in his hand. One shot rang off a river, changing this damn land. Loss of a loved one is hard enough. The only thing she was not thinking of is calling out to someone you're not getting through. Well, tell me, what would you do if this happened to you? Well, how would you feel if your call is not heard? We're calling 911 and they don't hear a word. And if you were Tammy, tell me, what would you do? Will you do anything to make sure it was safe for you? Will you do anything? Will you do anything? Whoa, you do anything? You do anything?
contest?
Well, I heard about it from Gord Clark, and actually prior, because I put the voice in the end of his song, and just have kind of been following the whole situation, and I definitely think that what Don and Betty are doing is very important, so I wanted to be a part of it.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about your music? Because obviously you've done this before.
Well, I just really like writing my own music, so I took guitar lessons here in Cranbrook and started playing from grade 5 onward, and then at 16 I think I wrote my first song, and ever since then I've just been writing, and I have a large collection now, but yeah, it's just something that I do as a hobby.
Now, you said you play for friends and family usually, and not in front of crowds, and you were pretty nervous.
Yeah, pretty much.
And do you think you might take this as sort of your step to get more public?
Maybe. I mean, I survived it, so why not do it again?
Oh, I think you did really well.
Thank you.
Not just survived. Now, how does it feel to actually have won the contest? And, quite clearly, it's not just the 300 or 200 whatever votes that came from one computer, but it was 54% of the people that voted for you. How does that feel?
It's amazing. I mean, it's just an honor to be part of this, so.
So what'd you think of the song, Lynn?
It was awesome. I was totally impressed.
Right on.
And I'm so glad to hear the response that we got. And the response for out here is just remarkable. Obviously, there's a lot of people that care, and we can't let it stop. It's got to keep going, and things will change.
You said you were following this situation, so had you heard about it actually when this event actually happened?
Yes, actually. I remember hearing, I think it was the next day, whenever it was on the news and everything, and it was just horrifying that would happen in such a small community. And I have a 2.5-year-old little boy. I just couldn't imagine 911 not being there if I needed it. So
are you getting behind the...
Behind the scenes.
Okay, camera wars.
Well, you win. Yours is bigger.
Okay, Batman shot. Pow, zip.
Just little snippets for the website. I may not even use any of it, but I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Let's go! Hey, Bob! Let's go now. That summer's too,
Yeah, this way, I know it. Part of it. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's the reason that I'm so free. My love. That cord got in my way, goddammit. It's wrecking my performance.
You want sauce on that? Oh, sure. Excellent.
Just meat and sauce here, man.
No beans? Good deal. There you go. See what's worth waiting for, young lady. You want beans?
Tiana or Brianna or...
Shayla.
Yeah, I was close, eh? You want sauce on that?
What kind of sauce is it?
Real good. You'll love it.
Free, my loving baby walked out on me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, goodbye. That's about all I know of that one. So there.
Just a little bit. And actually, can you put them right?
I can put them wherever you like.
Thank you.
Why didn't you take that out of the wrap? It made life a lot easier.
It's for the website.
Close enough.
Good.
Go, Dawn. We're behind you. Woo!
And then some.
Hey, baby. Woohoo! I love this mic. Okay. What do you want me to... I want that blanket on the ground.
I really listened to Sarah McLachlan and Jewel and liked all of their acoustic stuff, and that was kind of the music I was into at the time. So I think that had a lot to do with my inspiration. And then throughout the years, I've just kind of found myself and developed my own style. So
He's just wonderful. You know what he does and the effort he's put in and the dedication, and you know he's doing it for the people to save lives. And he's a wonderful man. I can't say enough about him.
When you were a 911 operator in Kelowna, I would imagine you had some horror stories that you wanted to, maybe try to forget.
Yeah, it's a very stressful environment, and the people that work there are doing the utmost to do the best that they can do. But, there's just not enough bodies. There just is not enough bodies. And I think the more awareness that's brought around this and the more effort that's put into resolving those problems are going to save lives, bottom line. And I don't think it's specific to the BC region. I think, W5 did a story across Canada, 911 centers involving death. Can't speak for those other centers at all, but whatever changes are made are for the better, right? And that's what we want. And I'm totally in support of Don and his efforts, and I just think he's wonderful, and I think he's a good inspiration to British Columbians. I really do. I think he's great.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Look at say cheese.
Auntie.
Say cheese.
The last few months, there certainly has been a lot of anecdotal evidence that there are problems with the system. I would imagine your office has been flooded as well.
Our office has had a certain amount, but the fact that it's under provincial jurisdiction actually has been part of my own personal frustration, because being the federal member of parliament, I want to support Don, but with it being a provincial jurisdiction, I have really, really limited access to having input, but it doesn't stop the fact that I do want to be helping Don, and I do want to be helping these people who are concerned about the 911 system.
Any other thoughts today?
No, except I can't imagine a better day. It's absolutely perfect.
Thank you, Jim.
I don't want anybody to ever get a recording like I had to go through that night. There should not be a recording. There should be a live pickup within 2 rings. So nobody has to go through this again.
So I took what he had written, what Don had written down, and reorganized it and added some of my own to it and ended up with this. This is called What Went Wrong.
Tammy was born Her dad said to himself, I hope I'll raise her well, trying every day to pass along his ways. A dad can surely tell when he's asking God for help. As time went by, he tried his best to guide her heart, to do the rest. As years went on, his angel and his pride continued what he taught until the day she died. Who'd have known her courage for a friend would take her from his life and see hers end. She wakes him up at night, Dad, what went wrong? You know you taught me right, they didn't answer the call. Dad, they let me down, it's got to change. This thing with 911 can't stay the same. So what's happened to me doesn't happen here again. Daddy's little girl, an angel true. She'd always been the one helping anyone believe she'd be alive. Her parents do. For as this has shown, there was no answer on the phone. That night so cold, for her warm heart we are told, put her right between that gun and a friend and didn't run. For a hero can't be more than what Tammy did die for. But it didn't need to be this deadly tragedy. All she was doing was what's right, trying to do good things with her life. She wakes him up at night, Dad, what went wrong? You know you taught me right, they didn't answer the call. Dad, they let me down, it's got to change. This thing with 911 can't stay the same. So what's happened to me doesn't happen here again. She wakes him up at night, Dad, what went wrong? You know you taught me right, they didn't answer the call. Dad, they let me down, it's got to change. This thing with 911 can't stay the same. So what's happened to me doesn't happen here again.
Dad, please bring 911 back here.
When love first found us, and we go slipping out of town, and we love beneath the moonlight, on the blanket on the ground. I'll get the blanket from the bedroom, and we'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Just because we are married don't mean we can't mess around. So let's walk on by the moonlight and lay the blanket on the ground. That's it.
Okay, Don, you're next.
Oh, I think everybody will lead. Nope. Let them enjoy the pig there now. Right on.
When the song contest was finished, Don still hadn't gotten his song titled Don't Let It Happen to You. Gord Clark, the co-writer with Don on What Went Wrong, secretly wrote and recorded a song that he hoped to release on the first anniversary of Tammy's death. Unfortunately for that song, the Tammy 911 project took a long break and it was shelved and forgotten, with only a handful of people ever having heard it. In 2016, while gathering this footage to possibly make a documentary, some experimenting with a Nikon camera led to the following amateur music video being made. In the end, Don got his song, Don't Let It Happen to You.
A year ago, where was I? Shoveling snow under a star-filled sky, thinking about blessings of a Savior born, all shattered by the headlines of the following morn. Who'd have thought that could happen here? Well, so much for our Christmas cheer. It's one of those things that nobody thinks could happen to you. For if a life is what you lose, what will you do? What if your heart is on the line, but can't get through? And if you cries out in the night, until you don't really get it too young. Don't let it happen too young. Years ago, I remember I would call for help, never be denied. Never thought twice picking up the phone. Now you'd better be dying in a place that they know. Could a repeat of what happened here probably ruin your entire year? Now it's one of those things I'm sure you still think wouldn't happen to you. For if the life is what you lose, what will you do? What if your heart is on the line, but can't get through? And if you cries out in the night, until you don't really get it too young. Don't let it happen to young. Still the problems get worse until someone gets hurt. Only then will there be a change. You don't really get it too young. Don't let it happen. A year from now, where will I be? Hopefully enjoying security and knowing that help would be on its way. No more waiting, no more lives to pay. What have we learned from our lesson